I've spent 10 minutes trying to find a spot to podcast. This is the best we're going to get for today. Because my normal spot, where you see the maps and the tapestries behind me, like that, the sun is beating down so bad that it's just, and this is the only quiet time that I've got right now to podcast. But I'm here in 3 weeks like I said I would be. So, hello. How are you? You've reached the Apple Crafts Podcast. This is a podcast about knitting with a little bit of crochet. And I am a yarn dyer outside of Nashville, Tennessee. So if you're new here, I'm so glad that you're here. And if you've been here before, welcome back. I appreciate you being here. So I've got a table in front of me just full of stuff. Full. It's kind of ridiculous. And I had to move everything from my computer area over here just because of that lighting. So it's gonna be interesting today. So what am I wearing? I am wearing All of the Lights by Joji Locatelli. This is my own hand-dyed yarn, Dark Unicorn. I believe I have this in the shop. If not, no, I do not. And I remember why now, because it was highly intense. To dye, but I used the leftover dye to make that color is in the shop. What is the name of that? I think I remember the name of my own yarn. Oh my goodness, I'll put it down here. Anyway, I do have some caffeine. It's not coffee. It's masala chai, tea from a local tea maker in my area. So maybe that'll kick in and I'll not forget so many things during this video. So how are you? I am done with my full-time job. Friday was my last day. Today is Sunday. So I am 100% full-fledged yarn dyer. So I'm going to be talking more about my shop, as I should have been probably doing anyway. I actually don't have shop news today, ironically enough, but in the future, that'll be going on. I will also be doing more podcasting. So my plan, starting to get warm, my plan is to keep this podcast every 2 weeks. So like every other week I'll have this podcast, and then like the next week it'll be like a vlog style thing. And my plan for that is to just kind of take you through my week, and we're going to have a knit and stitch, if you will. So like I'll just be knitting and talking about what's going on as you see the video and stuff. And if you have questions, just put them in the comments, and sooner or later we'll figure out some kind of live thing, but that's not now, in the future. But that's what I'm thinking about doing right now. And then I also have the dye channel, so if you're not following me over there, it's Apple Crafts Lacey Dye Studio, and I'll put that here. And I'll also have a link in the description box below. So, is that it for admin-y type stuff? I think so. I did forget a project over there, but I'll edit and get that later. So, so fall knitting and WIPS and Colorwork and all the things. Let me get that out of the way. I finished my stepson's socks. So these are folded up, but they're huge. Huge. Oh my god. So huge. 72 stitches around. It's just vanilla. 2 different shades of red. I did a short row heel, and I was gonna run out of this light red, so I used that contrasting color just to stripe up the leg, because he wanted a leg that was 7 or 8 inches long. I think that's, yeah, because my span from my thumb to the tip of my middle finger is 8.5. So yeah, he got 8.5 inches there. So I hope that works. I got this yarn at a thrift shop, so I do not know the colorway. I do not know the name, any of that. I'm gonna show a purchase just so I can use that to show the sock, because I got that. Where did I put that? Oh, all my stuff is on top of it, of course. So I was gonna save the purchases for last, but because I want to show the sock better, I got a sock blocker. This is my very first ever sock blocker. It's from Hip Strings, and apparently they have different sizes for small, medium, and large feet. So this one goes for women's size 9 to 12 and men's size 7.5 to 10 with a 9-inch circumference. So I'm still new to using a sock blocker. I hope I'm doing this right. I'm sure I'm doing it's pretty intuitive, right? So obviously his foot is going to be on the larger end of this, so it's not going to fit completely. And these aren't blocked because I don't block socks unless they're Colorwork. So there you go. That is what it looks like. Okay, I'm liking the sock blocker thing. I might get a bigger size just for like when I do big socks, but yeah. So there we go. So that's done. I knit these on a US 2, which I think is a 2.75 millimeter. I think. Yeah, 72 stitches around. A lot of knitting. I now understand. This is the first time I've ever done a sock that was this big, and now I understand why they say this is just a lot, because it's a lot. It's so a lot, but it's done. And then he could tell me how uncomfortable or comfortable they are when he gets them for Christmas. But that's the only finish that I have. But I have made a lot of progress on a lot of other stuff. So, since this is easy to reach, I'll show you my tunic, which is blowing out really blue. But that's teal for you. It either shows up, well, I think most of the time teal just shows up blue on the camera. So this is a tunic that I'm making off the top of my head. Basically, I was using another pattern as a guideline, and then it kind of went and did its own thing. So this has no name. It's not something I'm going to write up. Let me stand up a little bit. So it's got a split hem. It's got garter, and then I hope that blocks out. There's a little bit of rowing out there. It's not too bad. Split hem, and then the faux seam, which is just a purl stitch. And I am at 15 inches on the body, so I had a decrease there. I think I did another decrease here. I'm not doing any more decreases. I'm going to knit to 19 inches. Yeah, because I want it a little bit longer. I might even knit to 20 inches on the body before I split for arms. It's probably going to be 20 inches because I want it to be like a proper tunic length. So that way I can wear it like with leggings and stuff. If you've been here before, then you've probably seen me talk about this a million times because it's just taking me forever to get through this project. For the back of the tunic, I've got these butterfly stitches. You can see that. And I've got that where it's just going up the spine. So there's that. And then for the front, before I split, I'll probably do at least one butterfly like here. 2 would look dumb. 3 might look dumber. I'm not sure. But there's going to be at least one. And I'll probably just keep it at one just to keep it simple. I am playing around with whether or not I want to embellish the spine of the butterfly, or like the center of the butterfly, and like maybe put a bead in there. I don't know. If I do that, I might just do it in the front and not in the back. But I'll worry about that later. I won't be wearing this year because by the time it's done, it'll be cold out. We're actually almost getting into sweater weather now. I went out last night and I think the high was 76, which for Tennessee in September, that's a blessing. And then that evening it got down to 60, so I actually needed to wear this, which is why it's out. I was pretty chilly. I was like, okay, I'm here for it. You know, knitter's paradise over here. I get to wear my stuff a little early. Hell yeah, you know, happy about that. So back to this. So this yarn is Juniper Moon Farm Zoe, and I don't remember the color name, or if there even was a color name. I don't think there was. It might have just been a number. And it's cotton linen. It's very splitty. That's the one thing I don't like about this yarn, is that it is splitty, so I kind of have to pay attention to my stitches, which is annoying. How many plies is this? 4? Three plies. It's 3 plies. Otherwise, you know, it's nice. So I'm looking forward to wearing it next spring with some leggings. Indeed. I am knitting this on a US 4. I remember that because my fall knitting plans, there's a lot of socks that I want to do in DK weight, and I'll talk about that a little bit later, but I need these needles because I always do magic loop toe up 2 at a time. So I've got to get this finished so that I can do my socks. No, I mean, I really could just buy another set of needles, and I don't know why I don't, because technically, because I'm a business, I can just write it off. So why don't I just buy the damn needles? I don't know, because I'm frugal like that. I should just buy the needles, right? Buy the needles. Maybe. I don't like interchangeables, so I always get fixed. Just personal preference. Nothing wrong with interchangeables. I'd rather have fixed. So I might just do that because I am in the mood for sock knitting right now, like a lot of sock knitting, and that only comes like once in a blue moon. So I really should work with it while I've got that mood going, because I can like order them and get them tomorrow and then get started. Okay, I think I talked myself into it. Thanks for being an ear to listen to me blah blah blah. I'm gonna put this down now. Wow, there's just stuff everywhere. Okay. Yeah. Socks. Let's look at Colorwork socks, because I made significant progress. Okay. These are Tiptoe Through the Tulips by Charlotte Stone. I did do a little bit of modification if you are familiar with the pattern. And let me see if I can get this on the sock blocker too. I don't know if that'll work if they're on the needles. But yeah, my gosh. Yay! I did it. Why didn't I get a sock blocker before? This is really cool. Now I want all the sock blockers. Okay. There we go. That's awesome. I need all the sock blockers now. Okay, so mods that I did for this pattern is I added an extra row in between the Colorwork repeats, and I added this here at the right before the heel, and then right after the heel before I went back to the color motifs. But yeah, that's it. Mostly just because like by the time I'm done with the sock, I'll have like one less repeat, because doing it all over Colorwork sock is a lot, but I really like the look of it. I have done some of her patterns where I didn't do anything on the foot, and then I just did the Colorwork motif up here. But I thought with this sock it would look cute doing it all the way through. And I do have some Birkenstocks, and the whole joke about socks and sandals is because of Birkenstocks, so I gotta represent. So yeah, so this yarn, the purple is Ryan Yarns, and the colorway is Roses Are Red, Violets Are Lesbians. And then I don't remember the brand for the stripy yarn, but it's 'Tis the Season, which really looks more spring than Christmas to me. But, and apparently on the project pages, I'm the only one, which is mind-boggling. I'm the only one who's done one color for the tulips instead of having like a color for the stem and then a color for the tulip part. I gotta be different. I'm getting warm. I gotta take this off. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's much better. So I'm knitting these on the US 2, like I do for fingering weight. And I'm almost done. So I'm going to do a total of 5 repeats for the leg, and then I'm going to be done. I just started the 3rd repeat for the leg. And the chart for this is really simple. Like, I mean, all of her charts are on the simple side anyway, so, you know, it just makes it cute and fun, so you can just kind of, you know, do your thing. But I just find this chart to be more pleasant than the other ones. I'm not sure why that is, but I'm enjoying this, which is saying a lot, because knitting for me is more of a need than a want. Does that make sense? Basically, I have nails because I'm doing something. Does that make sense? Because if I didn't have something to do with my hands, I wouldn't have any fingernails. It's been going on since I was 5. It's an anxiety thing. Anyway. So yeah. Anything else I want to say about this? Oh, you can see what it looks like caked up since it's in the bowl. Let me show you the bowl. This is this might be an antique. This is a leaded crystal bowl, probably from the 70s. Might even be the 50s. I don't know. I got it from my grandmother when I was cleaning out her apartment. So this is the 'Tis the Season, and this is the violets. Roses are red, violets are lesbians. Alright, let me take that off. It is a little weird to do this when they're on the needle, so I gotta say. Okay. Done. Alright. I started a new cast on. Since I finished those red socks for my stepson, I had a free set of needles, so I do have 2 sets of 2s. And this is a tangled mess. But I started the color palette socks. I'll throw a photo up here. So I'm on I just finished the 2nd color, and I'm doing a contrast and going to be starting the 3rd color. So the light part is an old discontinued color of mine, pink champagne. I don't know if you'll be able to see the sparkle, kind of. It's on merino nylon and Lorex silver thread. And then the really dark color, that I got at the thrift shop, so I couldn't tell you the brand. I think it might be Miss Babs, I'm not entirely sure. That brown is mine, that's Forest Floor. And the next color that I'm going to be doing is this color. This was a color, it's mine, but it's not one I ever had in the shop. It's just something I played around with when I was emptying out dye stock. So I would never be able to replicate that, but it's got, like, it's very Halloween-y vibed. It's got lilacs and orange and browns and saffron and what else is in here? A little bit of blue, grays. But that's going to be the next color after that, I believe. I have to look at the thing. And then the lightest color is going to be this one, which I sometimes have in the shop, and this is Spiced Apple Pie. And this one is different shades of orange and going into creams and yellows. So that's what I cast on. When did I cast this on? A week ago, maybe? And it's been fun. I like it. It's been in my on my list to do for a while. Not in my queue, but just on my list of things I wanted to do for a while, and I just never got around to it. So I'm glad to do that. The pattern is by Laura Moorats. I'll link it below. And it's free, so color palette. Alrighty, and I think I said US 2. Yes, I did. Okay. So hopefully that will be done soon, since it's just basically vanilla with a little bit of zhuzh. Put that down. What else we have going on? Oh, my pumpkin sweater. Let me get that. I'm so close to being done with this sweater as far as the body is concerned that I'm really mad that I didn't have this finished before I podcasted. Because I was really trying yesterday to get this hem finished. Because I really only have like three rows left to do on the hem, and then I'm done with the body. It didn't happen. Ooh. But this is Hello Gorgeous. And the designer is escaping me too. I will put that below. But that's the yoke. And this colorway is Harvest Maiden. And I actually just took a photo of how this knits up. So I'm planning on, within the next few weeks, taking whatever yarn I have left of this Stellina, because this is a merino nylon Stellina. I'm going to dye up the rest of that and then put that in the shop. So be on the lookout for that. I'll let you know when that happens. And then this orange is for the pumpkins. It's Knit Picks Stroll Persimmon. And then the green was a Rowan. I don't know the color. This orange here was the Spiced Apple Pie. The brown is the Forest Floor, which I just showed you. I don't know where it went, but I just showed that to you like a minute ago. Yeah, so, and then I'm just going to pick something. I keep going back and forth at which motif I'm going to do, but I'm going to pick something from this yoke and put it on the armbands before I do the hemming for the arms. I thought about doing a different color for the bind off on this hem. And then I'm like, that's probably not going to look all that great, so I'm just going to leave it alone. So I just have 2 more rows and then I'm done with the body. So I'm going to try to do that today because it shouldn't take me more than 15 minutes to do. And maybe 20 minutes. And then at some point this week I will start the arms. I'm not going to be in a rush for that. Although maybe I should, since wetter weather is coming. I'll try to get to it this week. I have a lot of projects right now. And life stuff. I got a lot of stuff going on this week too. So, but yeah, this is being knit on a 5, I believe. Yes, it's being knit on the US 5. So with the arms, I don't think I have a 16-inch 5, and I like to do my arms on a 16-inch circular. So I'll probably go down to a 4, which will count as a decrease because it's going to be on a smaller needle. And then probably not even start doing actual decreases until I get to like right here, which is usually the case when I start with a smaller needle on my arms. So I think there's a cat fight. Why is it every single time I podcast there's a cat fight? Like, really? Why? Oh, no, just somebody meowing at my door. Okay. Anywho, so I'm almost done with that. I'm excited. I can't wait to wear this. I will try to get to those arms this week. I will try, because that would be fun to have that. Yeah, I've been working on that for a minute. But I think now that I'm going to be working from home and being completely focused on my shop, for now I should have enough time. I'm spending September kind of tying up loose ends, like stuff around the house and, cat stuff and this, that, and the other. So I'm hoping by like October everything should be settled. Although I am making a trip to Connecticut in October. Maybe I'll do an interview with my mom. She used to crochet. She used to crochet a lot. She actually taught me to crochet. And she did try knitting when she was younger. I have all her stitch markers from the 50s, 60s, probably the 60s, yeah. So that's been fun using those. Um, but yeah, what else we got going on? I think that's it for WIPS. Yes, that's it for WIPS. So, fall knitting plans, because we got to talk about the fall knitting plans. So I got heaps and heaps of yarn. I'm going to do a video over my face. So I've got heaps and heaps of yarn. I don't know what kind of patterns I'm going to do with this yarn yet. I just have the color combinations ready. So I'm going to do something with the Mad Blood and the Strawberry Smoothie, and then the different shades of brown, and then the Knit Picks, whatever this color is. What is this color? Fairy Tale. Spoil the Andes Sport, and that Hilo. I'll figure out what I want to do. There's like 1 or 2 DK patterns I think in that sock book from Charlotte Stone, but I do have a lot of sock charts just in general, and it wouldn't be that hard to modify it for a DK, for me anyway. So I'll just kind of look around, because like I said, I think I'm just going to go ahead and buy those needles so I can get started on the DK sock knitting. So when I find out what patterns I'm going to do, that's when you'll know, because I don't know right now. Yeah, so I don't even know what colors I want to start with yet. That stuff that was on that one skein, I had sunflowers over here and they got old and busted, and the petals went everywhere, and some of the seed parts went everywhere, and it's all over my yarn. It's okay. It's not like it's gonna hurt it. It's just messy. Wool swap. Let's talk about wool swap. So I mentioned last time I had a wool swap partner, and we both sent our packages, and mine was woefully small compared to hers. I didn't intend for it to be that way. I just didn't realize it was going to be like that, so I have to make up for it for Christmas. But I've got like a whole basket full of yarn for her, and little bits and bobs and notions and things like that. But while I went and bought this for myself, oh, I feel a sneeze coming. When I bought that, I also got some stitch markers, like you do. And I saw these cute acrylic purple ones. So I got some of those. And they also come in white, so she attached that one to my package. And it's just like little tiny flowers. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Yeah. Okay. And I also got, I'm not going to take it out of the package, but come on. Okay. One of them wants to act crazy. Gummy bears. They're so cute. I don't even eat gummy bears. They're just so cute. I got some of those. And that's it for like purchases for that. Oh, the other things I purchased, Melanie Berg had a sale, a flash sale this past week, 50% off, and I'm not on a pattern ban. It's just I'm trying to be mindful about how many patterns I'm bringing in during the year. And it's my birthday month, so I was like, hey fam, buy me some patterns. And you know, 50% off, get 2 patterns for the price of 1. I'm here, so let me grab that. So I printed off, I've had my eye on these 2 patterns for years. I think they came out in 2016 or something like that. That's how long I've had my eye on them. So I got on the Spice Market. I did not print off the main photo because that's a lot of ink, and I'm just not going to do that. But I got on the Spice Market. I'm sure you've seen these photos if you're on Ravelry plenty of times. I will put an actual picture up. So I got that, and I got 5,190 miles. So, I don't know when I will start these projects, but I'm excited to have them. And you know, it's like most of the patterns that I've purchased have actually been gifts because it's just easier for my family to just throw money at me for patterns than anything else. So I'll take it. That and wine, just bring it. I'm good. Oh, so back to the wool swap. Ooh, that was a tangent, right? Okay, so I was talking about wool swap and then I went into patterns. Back to wool swap. So my package that I got from her had what is this? Darn Good Yarn in there. It's a yarn of the month. So let's open that. Comes with 3 caked up skeins of silk yarn. I don't know if this is 100% silk, maybe. It's fingering weight. Yeah, recycled silk. Okay, in rainbow colors. Okay, so that's the tag. And it comes with three balls of this. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. It'll be interesting. I'm sure the yarn will tell me what it wants to be at some point. What else was in there was Mountain Colors. Oh, it's from Montana. Okay. Merino, wool, silk, and nylon. 450 yards. Or rainbow. This would probably make a nice poncho, like an open crocheted poncho. I might do that with this because I like the muted rainbow colors. So that was in there, and then there was this. That was lavender. Well, I'll get to that in a second. So more Darn Good yarn. This is I don't know what this is, which is probably why it's called mystery yarn. If I had to guess, I would say this is an upcycle too. It's a little bit, it's a single ply. I'm going to assume since everything else is silk, there's probably some silk content in here too. But yeah, it doesn't say what it is. That's very strange that they don't put that on there, but anyway, whatever. I'm not going to stare a gift horse in the mouth. So this is a teal color, so of course it's showing up blue on camera. I don't know what I would do with this either. I don't know, maybe something that's mixed media. This is I like to use like the more interesting yarns for like a mixed media type of thing because I like to get embroidery hoops, which I have plenty now because I used to cross stitch. So I didn't get rid of any of those. I didn't get rid of most of them. So I'm using that to like use different fabrics and stuff and then do things on them and paste things and whatever. So that's probably what I'll use this for. Or I'll make a macrame or something. I don't know. I will figure it out. But the reason why there's lavender jumping all over me, apparently she lives right next door to, I don't want that in my tea, lavender capital of the country or the world or something like that. And so she put this in there. Lavender buds everywhere. I'm glad I love lavender because it didn't bother me one bit. But there was just lavender everywhere. So this was a wreath that she threw in there. I don't know where I put it. There's also a sachet that had lavender in it too. This smells so good. It's all over the place now. I love it. But yeah, so it's just everywhere. So right now I have this on my mantle, but I will be decorating for fall soon, so I'm going to have to figure this out. Maybe I'll just put it up on a wall somewhere in my craft room. Yeah. I'll figure that out eventually. But I wanted to show that off. And, oh, and then there's some hand sanitizer, hand serum, hand sanitizer that she threw in there too. Fancy, like fancy hand sanitizer. Like, look at this. Fancy, right? Right, right. This brand is called Beauty Counter. And the smell is mandarin bergamot. Oh, it's sealed. All right, I'm not gonna open that then. I'll wait. Oh. I think that's it. Okay, so if you made it this long, I've decided for my birthday month that I'm going to have a giveaway. So there's going to be a little bit of crinkling. My last dye video, I did, I dyed up some Peruvian Highland wool minis, 20 gram minis, and it was just like an experiment type of dye video, and I have basically like a gradient going on. So I'm gonna give this away. So what I would like you guys to do is comment below. What do I want you to comment? Comment below what you're looking forward to about fall, the fall season, autumn season, or if you're down below, what you're looking forward to in the spring season. And give me a like and subscribe to my channel. And the next video, 2 weeks from now, I will do a YouTube picker thing. Depending on how many comments we have, I may just plug it in or something. Either way. And then I will announce here who won worldwide, but you are responsible for your import duty, VAT, all that stuff. I just sent it to you, so just keep that in mind. So if you would like this set, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so that will give you 140 grams of DK weight Peruvian Highland wool, untreated, to play around with. So show that one more time. It's like deep cherry, and then going into raspberry, and then this bright pink over here. That's a lot of light. Oh, that's a little bit better. So that'll be the giveaway for this week. So what's going on this week? This week, this past week, oh my gosh, this past week, my cat, who's got a history of UTI, had a blockage. So he ended up going to the vet and ended up staying there all week because we decided to do a surgery, basically where they, if you don't want to hear like surgery stuff, you might want to skip the next minute. They cut off his pee-pee and then did something to widen the urethra, so that it's easier to pee and he doesn't have blockages, and he can pass kidney stones easier and all that. So he's healing from that right now. Poor baby. His stomach is just bruised, and he's just peeing everywhere, and it's annoying and messy. And this is why I don't have cats in my craft room. That same day that we took him in, one of my cats had a seizure. She doesn't have a history of seizures. She's 6 years old. It's out of the blue, so that was scary. She's fine now. They won't give any meds because she has to show, like, I guess she has to develop a history of having seizures before they'll give her medicine, which I guess, you know, because it could just be a one-off, but, and hopefully it is just a one-off. But this coming week, I've got 5 kittens that I've talked about a few months ago. They're all getting fixed this week, not all on the same day. 3 of them are going in tomorrow. The other 2 are going in Thursday. So this whole week I've got 6 recovering cats from surgery. I don't think overwhelmed is the word for how I feel right now. It needs to get done, but still, that's a lot. It's a lot. So I quit work at the right time, but it's just a lot. Like, I just the thought of it, it's just yeah. Um, and now I'm just trying to get back into the groove of like finding a new work-life balance between like establishing office hours for Apple Crafts and establishing a couple hours a day where I can do house stuff and errands and things like that. Um, and then I've got some plans for um, field work, if you will, within the next month or so. And by field work, I mean like once a week. I'm thinking about going to like a coffee shop or something in the area, bringing my yarn, just sit in it if you want to join, and then if you wanted to like squish yarn and maybe buy some yarn, I'll have it with me. Not in the coffee shop because that would be rude, but you know. But I will. I'll definitely make announcements on my Instagram when that happens. I don't know if it'll happen this month. It might. It might not. I right now September is just tying up loose ends, like I said earlier. So, um, yeah. So, join the giveaway if you would like, and you know, send some good vibes my way with all these cats recovering. Whew, that's gonna be a lot. Um, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Uh, if you want to follow my dye channel, you can. There's a link below, and that video should be up sometime this week as well, hopefully. So, all right, go make something, and I will talk to you later. Bye.